Hello everybody, welcome to Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Verilyn, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for my Geminis for February 2019. When I say general reading, this is going to cover your love, your career, your soul story, what's going on for February. Now, for some of you guys who have been watching me for a while, I apologize for being MIA there for a while. I had a lot of family issues to tend to. But, you know, now everything is going well. Everybody in my family is of good health. I have cleared my mind, meditated, and really have gotten myself back in gear to get you guys the best readings that I possibly can. Alright, so for February, I like to go over with what's going on with the planets and the signs, just to give you a little overview, okay? On the 3rd, we have Venus is entering Capricorn. On the 4th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. Mercury, your ruling planet, is going into Pisces on the 10th. On the 14th, we have Mars is leaving Pisces and entering Taurus. On the 19th, we have a full moon in Virgo. Alright guys, so let's get started. I have the Rider-Waite deck here, messages from the fairies, messages from the angels, and a spirit animal deck here. Now, I traditionally always read from the Rider-Waite deck, and then I'm going to use my tuition after that reading is done to see if I'm going to pull from the fairies or the angels, or perhaps even both. Alright guys, so let's get started. My Geminis. For February 2019, you guys are an air element. Your ruler is Mercury. You guys are of the 3rd house. Alright. If you guys would like to book a private reading with me, go ahead and email me. If you would like to join our community on Facebook, the tag is below. Alright guys, so let's see. What messages, inspirations, guidance do my Geminis need for February 2019? Okay, we are starting off with the 3 of Cups. So there is some unity here for you guys. Oh, we have a lot of cups going on here. So we have the 3 of Cups, which usually means that there is a gathering, there is a small community of like-minded people. There is something here to celebrate for this month, okay? It could be finances, completing a project with your coworkers or your employees, or finally being able to make a settlement with somebody. Okay, this could be you and your friends getting back together. This could be a unity of your family, okay? If you guys have been going into a rough time with your spouse or your siblings, even your parents, this could be a settling of differences, okay? There is a lot to gain here emotionally from this gathering, okay? It could be financially, if it was financial or business related. It just could be the relief of finally getting that project done. If it's everybody getting together with family related, it could just be that warm feeling that everybody has when they come together. You can clearly see that these 3 young ladies are having the time of their life. They're cheering. The harvest is very fruitful around them. Okay, there is a lot here to celebrate, okay? Now, you have the 9 of Cups. So you are going to be sitting very comfortably this month, okay? It could be perhaps things are really starting to come together financially, and that just lets you be able to sit back and relax, okay? Enjoy what it is that you've created, okay? It could be, you know, the gathering of family coming together, and you finally feel able to just sit back and relax, okay? Enjoying the things that you created, okay? It could be financially enjoying the things that you've created, okay? Perhaps it's a promotion coming along. Maybe it's you changing careers permanently. Maybe the last one that you were on left you very, you know, feeling like you were at a dead-end career, or you weren't respected, but now you're in somewhere that appreciates you, and emotionally you feel more well-balanced. You have the Knight of Swords here. So this could be the time to take action. make sure what it is that you are taking action towards is something, you know, you have a little bit more well planned out, because you could see by this knight here, he is kind of really going at the wind coming against him. You know, even his horse looks a little frightened and is looking back at him like, hey, are you sure we're going to go this route? But he is ready. He is ready to take action, okay? And this is also, the swords is representing maybe fellow air signs. Maybe you're rushing into a relationship with somebody who is a fellow air sign. I mean, you guys are an air sign too as well, so it doesn't necessarily have to be your fellow Libras, you know, or your fellow Aquarius friends. Okay, so just make sure that whatever action that you are taking, you do have it well planned out. That is, you know, before you manifest whatever it is it really what you want to do? Okay, is it in good karma to you and the people around you, to your family and friends? Make sure whatever decision that you are making, it is in good karma. Okay, it is the best interest to you. Okay, maybe it's leaving a toxic ex, leaving a marriage that really just didn't do you good. Okay, if it's in the best interest of you and your loved ones, then it is something that you do want to go through. It could cause things to shake up a little bit, because like I said, the environment around him and his horse is not too sure about it. It could be something that might intimidate others. Maybe others are going to come to you and say, hey, are you really thinking clearly? You know, taking this type of action could really shake things up. You might get injured emotionally or physically. So just make sure that you do have things well planned out before you take your horse into action. Okay? All right. Whew. I am feeling the angels right now. Okay? And I'm feeling maybe more than one card from the angels too as well. So let's see here. What do the angels have to say? Any inspiration for my Geminis for February 2019? We have renewal, review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. Now, I feel like that really does tie in together with what I was just saying about your Knight of Swords, okay? Make sure whatever action that you are taking, you have really reviewed the facts. I love when cards come out and kind of just reassure what I just said. It makes people really have faith in the tarot, okay? So make sure you review and evaluate. Okay, a favorable assessment of the facts. All right. One more, shall we? From the angels. The angels represent air, and you, my friends, are an air sign, okay? So let's see here. You guys are of the 3rd house, ruled by Mercury. Your element is air. My Geminis. All right, we have balance. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. I really do feel like, you know, that Knight of Swords is just telling you to wait before, or look before you leap. That's a good way to put it, right? Just make sure, like I keep saying, everything's done in good karma. It's not too hastily done. Perhaps some of you guys who are just really dragging your feet out about changing jobs, don't wait until you literally just quit, okay? Make sure you don't tire yourself out. Put in your 2 weeks before leaving, okay? You don't want any water underneath that bridge. You want to make sure you have good references. This could also stand for a relationship too. Make sure you're not leaving yourself homeless before you just go up and leave, okay? Maybe you want to start saving money. Think about the bigger picture. Perhaps you're choosing in school, you don't know what to choose to study. Don't hastily make a decision. Give it a little bit of time. The most time that you can before making a big decision, okay? Like the card says, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing, okay? Sometimes when I tell people this all the time, you probably heard me say it before, you can manifest your destiny, okay? You can make anything happen. And people will come back to me and they'll say, Vera, I've tried this manifesting. I've done the meditating and it just doesn't work. And I always tell them it takes time. Because if you were to wish for something and it were to immediately happen, you might rethink that. Giving it time to manifest is to make sure that it is truly what you want. Okay, we can all think of a time in our lives where we wanted to do something differently, or date somebody differently, or choose a different career, a different education path, whatever it might be. And then we look back on it a year later and we think, wow, I was silly. Why did I date that person? Or why did I choose that job? Like, that job exhausted me and I felt worthless there. It takes time. It takes time for you to realize and for the universe to realize if it is what best suits you and it is your destiny, okay? So give it some time. Wait for the perfect timing. All right, guys, so balance. You have balance here. All right, guys, that sums up our reading for February 2019. Like I said, if you've been viewing me for a while, I apologize for not being able to get your January readings to you. I really had to tend to some family issues and kind of get myself back in motion, kind of get back on my meditating, cleansing things, just so I could give you guys the best readings, because I hate doing anything half-ass, okay? Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Vera Lynn. You guys have a beautiful February.